deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Back, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense takes the field. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time out.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be... Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got out of trouble and throws. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have its first possession of the game. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
On the move, it's Simon. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Connection to the right. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fitted in the window for the score.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And fire to the right.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
Complete to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A+ here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine. A 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for an all. Pulls it in on the right. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They've got to find some answers on this drive, already down by 18 in the second quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around... to target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
Bring in the heat. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Dropping back, it's Knight. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Looking to scramble. Turning it on. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown Sooners! Have the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. Gets it up to the 37 on the return before he's knocked out of bounds. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going right to work up top. Pressure coming. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Quarterback empties his backfield. He tries to take the top off. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot him, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Got it in the middle, it's Ferguson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Makes the grab. It's Contreras.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. To the 15. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Scrambling away. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Looking left. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now the toss. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the touchdown Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's worthy. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the pressure. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Knocked out of bounds and sticking with that running game as they get deeper in the red zone. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And the beatdown has ensued.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Knight. He'll throw it. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. The Sooners line up to punt it away.
Now, 4th down.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Contreras. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Using his legs, it's Contreras. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going to sling it on second down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Quick strike through the air for the score. That should move them closer to this elusive second win of the year as they build this fourth quarter lead.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Freeman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Knight. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. There he goes. Still on his feet. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And back to the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Still on his feet at the 45. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house. house, but they got him at the 24. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got his man across the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He's got it on the move. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Might be calling a hot route. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Looking for a gap. It's Simon. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown Sooners. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Safe to say the offense could have used a few more plays like that earlier in the game.
Too little, too late. At least you got something going. You got some kind of rhythm. The offense put some points up. But, man, if they'd have started a little bit better, they might have had a chance to be a little bit more in this ballgame.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. They bring him down right at the 45. Not enough to move the sticks, but maybe close enough to go for it here on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Rides the back and leaves it. Looking for room at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick completion on the out route. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They'll line for a second down play.
At the 15-yard line.
They'll run the toss.
Second down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Military stunt.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Knight. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Ferguson. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. And the Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party, the consolation prize, if you will. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. After this, it'll be a wrap. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it.